Hey guys, welcome to 100 Yen Gems. This video kind of follows suit of the last 100 Yen Gems I did on the Chrono Trigger blind box figures that I've been collecting. I'm going to show you a different set of blind box figures that I've been collecting from the Final Fantasy Dissidia line. Now, although I'm not the biggest fan of the Dissidia games, they're pretty fun. I have the first one and I have played the second one, and they're all right. I do like these blind box figures because they are Final Fantasy characters from all of the games. So the models on these are really good. They're also kind of high end, like the Chrono Trigger ones were. So the detailing is quite nice. But I believe the entire set now has 10 or 12 figures in it. Across two different volumes. So the first set of figures was just 5 and the second was 5 or 6 or something like that. But I only have 4 across both. Now I'm at this point I'm not sure which ones come from which set of figures, but I'm just going to show you what I've got. So let's get right into it. So the first figure here is the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1, the very first Final Fantasy game. So in Final Fantasy 1, because of graphical limitations of the time period, the Warrior of Light did not quite look like this. They kind of gave him the update for, I believe originally they gave him the update for the Final Fantasy Origins port that came out on the PlayStation. That contained Final Fantasy 1 and 2, but this is the model from the Dissidia games, like I said before. Let's take a look at the back. So as you can see, the detail on this is quite nice. And they're actually pretty large figures. So this figure stands at about, I'm going to say with horns and all, this figure is probably 6 or 7 inches tall. So a pretty big figure for a blind box. Not bad. So this next figure is probably my favorite of the ones I've collected thus far. This is Terra from Final Fantasy VI. Now that's Final Fantasy VI Japan because that game was released in the United States as Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo. But it was Final Fantasy VI for the Japanese Super Famicom. So you can see all of the little flowers painted on her cape. Quite cute. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, so this figure is Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. The blades in his hands are removable. In fact, all 4 of the figures I have removable weapons except for Terra from Final Fantasy VI. So you can see the detail is very good. And the last figure of my personal collection is Tidus from Final Fantasy X. And although the detail on his outfit is very nice, this is the only likeness that I don't like too much. I think that his face looks a bit more childlike than he's actually presented in the game. Still, a nice figure nonetheless. Let's take a look at the back. Here they are all together. All 4 of the Dissidia blind box collection that I have completed. About a third of the entire collection, maybe a little more than a third. Okay guys, although this is an incomplete collection, it's what I've got my hands on right now. If I pick up any more, I will update this video and show you guys what I've gotten. But for now, that's 100 Yen Gems. Until next time, take care guys.
Thank you for watching.